all doing? I hope you're all well. I am super excited to again get to be part of the 25 days of planner tips hosted by Tamra, the paper and pen girl. She's the same username here on YouTube and on Instagram. I've done this in years past and I love it. This is always so great at the end of the year to kind of have Tamra pick a theme and then get 25 different people to kind of explore that theme and expound on it and come up with some really good planning tips for you. So I am day 5. So yesterday was Amber plans her day. So thank you, Amber, for sending people along this way. And tomorrow, if you're watching this the day I post it, Creating with Sarah, we'll have her video up tomorrow. So please follow on to her channel and see what she has to say as well. I do have the entire playlist linked down below in the description box for all the days. I also do want to say that at the end, so on the 26th of December, if you go back to Tamra's channel, the Paper and Pen Girl, which is where the first video is, there will also be an exit video and a giveaway. Okay, so make sure you go check that out. So Tamra picks a topic for this, right? And then we all get to, think on it and expound upon it and all that good stuff. This year, her idea was exploring the idea of a planner rut or a planner funk. Do you think they're the same thing? What are they? Have you ever been in one? How do you get out of it? That kind of thing, okay? So she gives 4 questions to answer, and the first question is, do you think that a planner rut and a planner funk are the same thing? In my head, when I hear planner rut or planner funk, I kind of think of all these terms that can mean different things to different people, right? So is it a planner rut, a planner funk? Is it planner fatigue? Is it that you feel you're lacking planner peace? Is it just that you don't want to open your planner? And that's all there is to it. Tamra does a really good job of describing the differences that she sees between the terms planner rut and planner funk, so I highly suggest you go see her definitions. Her definitions really kind of encompassed what I have set up for you guys today, which is sometimes, a rut or a funk, whichever, term you want to call it, it either has to do with the planner itself or with you, okay? And that's exactly how I think of it too, so that really kind of, clicked in my brain. The second question is, have you ever personally experienced a planner rut or a planner funk before? Absolutely. Many times. I've been a planner for a very long time. And so of course I've gone in and out of these stages of just really not wanting to open my planner. And when I was pretty young, once I would pull myself out of that feeling of not wanting to open my planner, I started keeping a list of why. Why didn't I want to open my planner? And what did I do to make me go back to opening it more consistently, right? So I've kept this list for a really long time. Now, I definitely have patterns, so a lot of times the reasons were the same reasons. So after a while, this list kind of started to grow, and sometimes I'd hit some of those same things again, and I go, oh, that's what's going on. That's why I don't want to open it. So I've compiled this list. And that kind of touches on Tamra's question number 3, which was to share your experience with having been in a planner rut or a planner funk. I definitely have. It's been for many different reasons. The planner itself, seeing other people's planners and going, oh, I want that. It can just be as simple as that sometimes. Things that I'm going through that make me not want to open my planner. Sometimes there's that thing where you're going through really hard things in your life and you have to keep things written down that pertain to it, but you really don't want to open your planner and see them. That's when I just tuck them in their own little spot in the back and then I don't see them a whole lot. But that's how I dodge that one. Or stuff I'm procrastinating on. Sometimes it's like, oh, I really don't want to do whatever it is. And I know if I open my planner, it's my planner kind of going, you need to get this done, even though it's something I really don't want to do. And then Tamra's 4th question was, share one thing you do to get out of a planner rut or a planner funk, or one thing you do to stay out of it. And my solution kind of touches on both of those. So I have put together a trigger list, basically. If you're familiar with the idea of a mind sweep or a brain dump, you know that a trigger list can be really helpful to kind of get the gears moving in your brain, right? So that list that I said I kept for such a long time about why didn't I want to open my planner, what was going on, what did I do to fix that, I have put together a trigger list. Now this is absolutely, obviously, by no means an exhaustive list, right? This is just me. So there is a trigger list. I am going to work on getting this done in several sizes, and I will put a link to it in my profile on Instagram and on my website, so that if you all want to download this for free and see if it's helpful for you, go for it. Right now I don't have all the sizes up, but I'm gonna work on getting them done before this video posts, hopefully. So there's a lot on here, so getting down into really small sizes, like if you're, you know, like a pocket-sized traveler's notebook or pocket rings, I don't know, it would be several pages long, but we'll see what happens. So this is my planning rut trigger list. This is what I pull out when I know that I'm feeling really meh about opening my planner. Because to me, and this was key for me to figure out, the rut isn't the problem. The rut is a symptom of the problem. Right? And my thinking would go so far as, ugh, I'm in this rut, I'm in this rut. And because I'm in a rut, I would stay stuck in the rut because all I could think about was the rut. It's not about the rut. The rut is just a symptom of whatever else is going on. And over time, I've realized that it, for me, generally falls into usually only one, but sometimes two of four things. Okay, there's like four different areas that I think about when I'm realizing I'm just feeling meh about opening my planner. They're aesthetics, format, the mechanics or system, and my perspective. Okay, and I will not run through this whole, you don't want me to just sit here and read this to you. By all means, go download it, read through it. But I will tell you what those four areas mean to me, because maybe they'll kind of get the gears turning for you a little bit. Aesthetics for me is the physical planner itself, right? Mostly the cover, the covering, whatever that may be. So the look of it, the feel of it, the size of it, what it's made out of, how it feels in my hands, whether that be the material it's made out of or how thick or thin, you know, the book itself is, things like that. Okay, that's aesthetics to me. The format, is it rings? Is it strings? Is it a bound book? What kind of paper is in it? What kind of layouts are my inserts? The third part is the mechanics or the system. And I know if you've been around here any amount of time, you've heard me say many times, I have a system. I have a system that works for my brain. Somebody else's system may not work for your brain, and your system may not work for theirs. You have to tailor your system to work with how you think. You have to tailor your system with your personality type and how you approach things, how you analyze things, right? How you work with information. That's how I can change planners when I feel like changing from one size to another or one format to another, or whatever the case may be, because my system always stays the same, because it's what works best for my brain. It's also about how the parts inside the planner work together. It has a lot to do with how well information flows into and out of your planner. Because if you're frustrated, if you open your planner and you don't know where to write something, or if you are afraid to write something somewhere because you're afraid you're going to lose it, or if you know you wrote something somewhere and you can't find it again, those will make me not want to even open it, because it's just a frustration at that point. It's supposed to be a tool. My planner works for me. I don't work for it, right? So if there's something with the system that's not working, I need to address that. The fourth thing is the perspective. And this really touches on what Tamra said in her video so well, which is this part has nothing to do with the planner at all. Not a thing. This has everything to do with me. It has to do with how I'm feeling, what's going on in my life, how I'm handling what's going on in my life, whether or not I've made my planner a comfortable place to be. Yes, it's a tool. It works for me, but I also want it to make me happy. You've all heard me talk several times about the first 4 minutes with my planner. The first thing I do when I open my planner in the morning is just take a couple minutes and just look at the stuff I enjoy, right? I look at the vellums, I look at the journal cards, I look at the lists I've made of, you know, things I hope to do one day. I look at pictures of my family, accomplishments, you know, list of accomplishments. There's all kinds of things you could add to your planner to help it be a joyful place for you and not maybe feel like a drag to have to open it. So those are the four things for me that I address when I'm trying to figure out why I'm in a rut. Because if I don't have something firm to address, that's where personally my brain stops, is that I'm in a rut. Why can't I get out of the rut? I focus solely on the rut. that's the nature of a rut, right? It's hard to get out of. This helps draw my attention away from that and go a step or two further and go, okay, yes, acknowledge the fact that you're in the rut. Fine, everybody gets in them. Why are you in the rut? Because the rut's just the symptom. We have to diagnose the problem that got you in the rut so that you can get back out of it. So I'm going to upload this for you all. I'm going to try before this video goes live to get a lot more sizes up so that it's a little more agreeable to have with you. If you want to, punch it and put it in your planner, or tape it into your Stalogy, or put it in your traveler's notebook, or whatever it is you want to do with it, I'm going to do my level best. Now, like I said, these are just my triggers as far as a planner rut goes. Yours may be totally different. You may have fewer, you may have more. If you all would like, I can add to this and, put it back out again. So if there are any on here that you don't see, that you know for a fact are triggers for you, if you want to put them in the comment section down below, you can DM me on Instagram if you would like. My email address is on my website, and I'll just keep adding to this, and maybe amongst all of us we can comprise a really, really big planner rut trigger list, because we're all going to have different triggers for that, right? And I think that'd be great. I would love to see what all you guys know is the underlying problem of your symptomatic rut. So feel free to do that as well. Thank you so much for choosing to spend your time with me. Make sure that tomorrow, well, first of all, make sure if you haven't seen the previous videos from this, go back and start at the beginning, because they're so good. They're very good. And then make sure you go on to Creating with Sarah tomorrow. Everything will be linked down below. And I feel like there's something else I wanted to tell you and I can't remember what it was. Don't you hate that feeling? I really do. But I do think I got all of it. Make sure you also go back to Tamra's channel, The Paper and Pen Girl, on December 26th for the exit video and the giveaway. And I would love to hear what you all think. Feel free to message me, email me, leave your comments down below. Thank you very much for choosing to spend your time with me. I'm going to go pick up a boy from school, and I will talk to y'all soon. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.